Hey guys, what's going on? I've got another Scrapflex. I've got another Scrapflex build that I finished up for a friend of mine. One of the commissions on my list that I slowly get through. This one is a Scrapflex that is very dear to me in design. One of my, I guess, original Scrapflex designs. I feel like this is me. This is mine. No, but I have my Scrapflex that I did with a wood veneer hilt or wood veneer body cut for 2-ring waist section on a korbanth 2.0 kit, and this was really fun for me to do, and I loved it. It felt like what an old Republic Scrapflex would be to me, which is kind of what I was going for. You know, some of that wood design in there. So this one's mine. This is the one that I did a while back, and Omar hit me up and he was like, yo, I want to do that. And I was like, it's copyright, bro. This is Nerf Herder copyright infringement to copy this thing. No, I'm kidding. I was like, absolutely, man. If you got the 2.0 kit, send it my way and I will totally hook you up. So took him a second to get the kit. He sent it to me for just the cosmetic treatment. So the wood veneer hilt body that I did for him, the little end cap pieces cut from the shell, cobalt, the 2-ring, visible 2 rings, waist section, clamp, and whatnot. Then once I had it in my possession for a second, he was like, hey man, instead of shooting it back and forth, you mind installing it too? So we got all the parts together. He sent me the parts, and I finished it up not too long ago. Been playing with it, making sure it's all good to go. It's got a Golden Harvest V3 soundboard. For video's sake, this is one of my korbanth cards, and this is my red thumb screw. The one he sent me was cut too short, and over time it just wouldn't fit in there anymore. It's very brittle, so Omar, you're going to have to get that. And I made a blade plug for him in there. I'll light it up here in a second. I got some more blade plug supply stuff to make these style blade plugs, which I really enjoy. The Scrapflex pins, one, he only sent me the top 2, and then I got those 2 in there. If I don't send you these 2, you're going to have to grind down some of yours, some of your own. What I did was I had my spare here, so I stuck them in there and was able to grind it down because this was already installed, and I was like, oh crap, I don't want to stick a file in there and file down some Scrapflex pins. I'll send these to you, man. Card and the thumb screw are mine, though. You can't have them. I need them for my other hilts, but for video's sake, this is what it would look like completed. So let's go ahead and fire it up. We've got everything on the GHV3. I think I put just your default light effect package that comes on the general text, because the extended one, the crazy one, is just too much. There's a lot going on, and I was like, oh man, that's too much for me to handle. I mean, you can easily switch it over, follow the steps in the manual, and you can swap it over if that's what you want. But let's go ahead and boot this guy up. I believe it's on the Classic Villain, which is one of my all-time favorite fonts, period. It's a great Vader font. Sounds amazing. The swings are good. I love the Classic Villain. That blade plug in there dancing away. That sounds great. One thing that this Golden Harvest V3 has that had me all kinds of messed up for a second there. I was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with this thing? It has gesture activation. So if you do kind of at a slant, stab, get you. Like a snake will get you. So the gesture activation's cool. Profi has a ton of different crazy ones. I believe you can do that to this as well. I'm not the most Golden Harvest V3 settings guru just yet. I haven't really dove into them. I stay in my CFX lane. Really cool. There's a lot of stuff you can do on these things. Real quick, I forgot to mention, and then we'll put the blade in and swing it around for all of you blade junkies out there. This has a Goth padewan chassis. So you got your 18650 battery in there. Got your 2.1 millimeter recharge port. Your 18650 15 amp high drain battery. And he sent me a Sabre Essentials 28 millimeter bass speaker. And then there's your Golden Harvest V3 up in there. So there you go. With the padewan chassis, I like it because there's no fighting wire space. Just, have your wire management to an extent, and you're good to go. Some people just go crazy for visible wires. They think it's just horrible. Me, personally, I'm not displaying a padewan chassis, so it doesn't matter to me. Once the body's on, what difference does it make, man? I personally it's never bothered me. I know for some people, it's just their OCD, and it's just personal taste for a lot of people. I totally get it. I understand, because I have some where you can't see one wire on the board, and that's cool, but it's not necessary for me. I've always preached this on top of a mountain, man. Star Wars, the electronics are messy. Like, if you look at C-3PO, his abs are all crazy. Millennium Falcon's a piece of junk. To me, exposed wires and stuff like that looks more in universe to me than anything. I mean, this looks like what somebody would do. Chassis is pretty nice. Greased the thread a little bit, but man, this thing goes on and off very nicely. The switch holder was a 3D printed chassis, a Goth 3D printed switch holder, and it was really high up. I had to modify it quite a bit to get it sitting flush. So Omar, this is a card from the korbanth card, so it's a little bit more thin than than some replica cards you get. So if you want to put another card in here, you might have to sand it either on the sides, depending on how tight the clamp is, and on the edges to make it thin. You'll just have to play with it. If you want to, you can talk to me about that as well. This cobalt clip, Omar, you wanted it slid back further. On mine, I have it a little higher up. Right? On this one, because of where this bolt is, the guide holes for the korbanth, for the T-grips, this thing kind of went through one of them, so this guy is permanently adhered in there, so it stays straight enough and doesn't move. But to get this cobalt orientation down here, this guy ended up having to be permanent. I'm sorry, brother, that's just how it went. But I mean, what do you want? That's what you wanted anyways. You know what? Screw it. I want both. We'll do both at the same time. Oh. That's just cool. Dual wielding Scrapflexes. Don't mind if I do. Very cool looking. And it looks just great in green, I'm a fan of green on, wooden hilt Scrapflexes. Oh, and also, Omar, I put in your red cabochon. Make this thing extra fancy, It's been a while since I've said, getting fancy around here. It's got the fancy treatment for show. Omar, what I would suggest to you, blade plug. There you go, buddy. Hook you up with one. Little turbine looking one that I like to do. What I would suggest you do, Omar, is whenever you are situated with your thumb screw and your glass eye, what I always do is with glass eyes, I shave down the threading to where it will thread in and hold, but be completely flush and nothing on the inside down in there. So that way this never gets removed or touched. And then this is your blade retention. As of right now, I didn't know how you wanted to do it, so I left this guy long, and this is mine. I'm not going to chop this guy out. It's mine. I left that dude long just so you have the option to do whatever it is that you want to do with it. So for this video, you have 2 retentions. Personally, I don't like it because then you got that gap and the blade can kind of get wonky. 1 retention is all you need. Let's light this candle. And again, this is just the standard or the default effects package. You see, you got localized lockup, and it does randomize your lockup. Ooh, clash. If you want it to be other colors, you go in there and change it. Look at the manual and swap them up however you want. Let's see that ignition. I think tip drag, you just point down. Yeah, you just point down and press the auxiliary. And that'll give you that dude there. Let's go ahead and, so to get different colors or different blade profiles, when the saber's on, it's going to be either a tap. I think the tap changes your blade effect, and I think the double tap changes your color. So press once. Yeah, see, now I got a different blade effect going on. Tap once. Now it's all dancing all over the place, which is kind of like a rain blade, I think. Tap once for that. Whoop. This is just kind of like a strobing, like an unstable, I guess. More of an unstable. So let's change the color. Double tap.
Classic 4.
Yeah, changing the color is a double tap. Let's get to red.
Classic 6. Flip.
Oh, there's your rainbow.
Flip. Flame 1. Flame 2.
Oh, flame. Cool. Okay, so I'm wrong on this, on the color and whatnot. I think my Golden Harvest boards, I usually just keep it with a basic font package, so you don't really have that much crazy stuff.
Flame 3.
Flame 3.
Gradient 1.
Gradient 1.
Gradient 3.
Gradient 3.
Classic 1.
Classic 1. Here we go. I don't know how well it's picking up, but this blade is dancing. There's some stuff going on. Smooth swing's nice. Yellow looks gnarly on camera. Let's go through some fonts real quick. To go through your fonts, you have your auxiliary. You press with the orientation going up. You'll go one direction, and then with the orientation down, you'll go back. So that's how you go up and down throughout your font selection. I don't know what this is. This is a new one. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's right. No, that's your force wave type thing. Double tap, and you get kind of an effect. Oh, that power down's cool. Oh, the power downs are really cool. That's awesome.
Balance.
Let's change that color, can we?
Facet 2.
Green just looks good, man. Feels right, too.
Facet 4.
Blue. Smooth swing's nice. Might have already said that, but can't hurt to say it again. Cyborg. Daddy Issues Complete by my bro Force Effects. This looks good in the green, man. I love the way this saber looks in green. I mean, that is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Love that font. It's a great Return of the Jedi font for a hero. Guardian! Guardian. Sounds like a rave or something. What's up?
Cryocarbon.
Cryocarbon. Swings really cool on cryocarbon. Pretty sure my buddy Repulse does this one. Sounds like something he'd have his hands on. Oh, boo. I just got the notification for please charge your saber. Sucker needs to charge. Alright. Let's see what else we have real quick, and then I gotta cut it down because of the battery needs to be charged. Ooh.
Facet 2. Voltage critical. Please charge your saber.
Boo. Voltage critical. Please charge saber. That'll do it. Voltage critical. Please charge your saber. Boo. Boo. That's okay. That's alright. We can still play a little bit. The neopixle blade plug. I left it kind of clean. I didn't want to weather it up too much. Usually I like to put a little bit of grit in there, you know, make it look like it's been in a lightsaber for a minute. Really like the way this turned out, Omar. I hope you enjoy it. I will get up with you, Omar, and we'll ship it out to you. You know, we'll figure it out, and I'll get it to you. I think she's ready to go. I really had a good time doing this. Very fun. Wish I could have them both. But, yeah, man. I love those blade plugs. This one's actually a little different. This blade plug's actually a little different than this guy. I got a different batch. So, it's a little bit more turbine. There we are, man. I hope you enjoy it. People out there who like Scrapflexes, I love doing Scrapflexes. It's been my favorite saber to customize and do. It was my first saber to actually customize and sit there and go, oh, I'm going to take it and make it something different. It was a 2.0 Grapflex that I turned into a Scrapflex years ago and started this crazy train. I do enjoy the wood veneer, and I love getting that little grip section in there. You need a 2.0 Grapflex, korbanth 2.0 Grapflex to get this kind of orientation. So, all right, guys, that'll do it for this one. Until next time, I've got, like always, pump videos like we're doing. Take up all my time. But I have commissions to finish up, got fonts to review, and maybe some tutorial videos as well. I posted one to see if that would help out anybody. It seemed like it was very well received. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, may the force be with you.
You will go to the Dagobah system.
Who's scruffy looking?